Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
And do we know the parliament pass and approve the loan for Obichebe and Pukuyasi interchanges? And do we know which finance minister was in charge?
Oh, you don't know. It's Setekwe's governance. You can Google that or check that. You will get all that information. Yes, it's in the time of Setekwe, you approve Obichebe and your friend is saying Pukwasi interchange. So it is not hey news. It is the truth. I am not saying that NDC is constructing the interchange. You just only need to appreciate us. Niye who say, "Ejuman ye niye." Sikane penu enu ni atem. We're able to go through the processes to get the money. You, as you sit here, you are the host, so you wouldn't want to take sides. But the truth of the matter is, NDC and Setekwe and that fourth parliament were those who got that money. What am I saying? So now, as it is, I'm not arguing that it's NDC who's constructing the interchange. No. NDC is not constructing the interchange. But we finish with the acquisition or putting together the money is now interchange. So if we've gotten the money and you are building it, it is fair. But let's appreciate those who got the money. That's all I'm saying. And I mean, kasa. We can Google that too for you if you want that. I can check that for you exactly. What am I saying? The parliamentary has a no lie. Secondly, what I want to say is you were talking about corruption.
When are committed to fighting corruption?
Who is committed to fight corruption? Two sides to the coin. Anybody who can take a cane and whip his own child for wrongdoing is a true father. Anakabre, any person whose child becomes naughty and is able to scold or bring his child to order is a right father. You can't watch your son or your child go out of order.
Selective honesty.
You understand? It's not selective.
Selective honesty.
You see? And that is what I will use as my analogy to prosecute who is a better person when it comes to fighting corruption. I agree that corruption is a canker that must be taken out of the system. But when John Mahama was in government and John Mahama a president, not your man no information say, oh, men crofo we no more aye boni. Matese ketashi shebi e koswo ha. Knowing him because he is against corruption. I say let the state institutions work. So I say let the state institutions work. There was no interference. Ojai ma state institutions ni ye juma. Ye di omu ko court. Ye di omu jinem. Ye kwaso do. Nyame ya adom. Die na alleged no became the truth. They were proving guilty. And I had young to efiase. I want to ask this question. Since MPP came into government, yate scandals bebre. Baku you pointed unsa. What do unsa John Mahama? Remember one example. The Ameri deal. The $800 million. They gave this happened in July 2018. They gave executive approval. I think on the 18th of July. Executive approval. 23rd. Newspaper front page. Daily Guide. I was misled. How can a president give executive approval and days later, when people raise alarm about corruption to increase the Ameri deal for $800 million, now you bounce back and say you were misled? Is it because there was public outcry? You remember the website that was increased to $800,000? 800,000 Ghana cedis? When we were asking questions, they said it was a typographical error. But the issue is this. Say your parliamentarians in minority in parliament, Nka way go through. But because they were wide awake, let alone you still want to point your finger, say John Mahama you corrupt. Nanado obai mi pacho. And ye be allegations sakoso from a boss after the bimo time. Ebe 1990 PDS. Ebe 1990 friend is saying sa consulate na mokoto $1 million na ewo if Sweden knows a day. All these scandals we've had it. Nyantechi said he had the president in his pocket. How can you say that? So on your warfare, can you say such a thing? That means that he's somebody. Or say Nanado sold all his property, so he needs money. Or bet me, a friend is saying, your friend is saying, what's the guy's name? What's the gentleman? Deputy Minister of
Nyantechi Kai. Nah.
I'm saying Nyantechi said. I'm not saying I'm saying.
So
I think this is public knowledge.
Don't rely on hearsay.
Oh, for me, it's true.
But we are unable to
establish if it is true or not.
Okay.
I should leave it as it is. No problem. I'll leave that one.
From
Under Mary, it is not an issue. It is established that the president was misled by his.
Not even.
But should it get lost? We are saying that it was a plot. I gave you 2 examples. The what do you call it? The website I had to go to Parliament now 800,000. When we asked, they said it was a typographical error. And I'm telling you that on this case.
Message. You say, good afternoon, boss. Samuel Mahama was an agent acting on behalf of his principal here, the Airbus company. He was paid $850,000 US. Nothing was paid to any other Ghanaian official. I've read the whole report. Nowhere did they mention John Dramani Mahama, George, Penny, Teshi, and all the free buyer.
You see, we are looking at who is fighting corruption, and I gave a small representation. Say who is able to scold his own child to get him right on track is the true father. Who has the right is the parent. And I can say, "Oh, patch says, oh, ba, yet nyama will fear our own pair. Will you sit aloof and watch him? No. So chile be no pia. No, yes, I didn't know about it. Because adakabreba no or no and oyen. That will come back to you. And that is the same thing John Mahama did. When that thing went on, he felt it is wrong in Tinkrofowi. I was saying your famra kwanso. But I understand because you are the leader. No, so what's Nasia? A bet waso. Because we are ye, yan kashe. We are ye, yan kashe. And that is the problem we have with the MPP now. Share Tiger Eye, Charles Bisu Casey. When it was clear on video, on tape, money changing hands. At the end of the day, they said the report came. It has been cleared.
No, but it was state institutions. Are you doubting the credibility of state institutions? What problem with state institutions? It took Shraj. Shraj was a state institution, and they cleared Mahama on the Kanazoi Khan or the Brennan.
I'm talking about Charles Bisu.
It wasn't no state institution that investigated him.
Do you have a clear indication what happened between A+2 and Tiwa? Is that also a state institution?
I won't waste my time discussing.
Thank you. Here. So some of these things you will say you won't waste your time.
No, I won't waste my time discussing.
What we call the CPI, the corruption index, it is perception. And if the perception goes further, without any check to stop it, and you use state institutions to clear them now, that means you are also accepting it to go like that. Are you saying all these things are lies? Masa, PDS, PDS, yeah, Papa Ameu said, this is fraudulent. These are his words. That's what Peter Abidu said.
That's why they cancelled it.
Oh. So let me ask you, must you attempt to steal? And they catch you and you say you are not a thief?
Titi. PDS, one attempted to steal. Titi. One attempted to steal.
You attempted to steal.
One attempted to steal.
They catch you, you say you are
not. Oh, Titi. For facts in the man. PDS did. You had a company that presented fraudulent document. It was based on that now by the
Who were the owners of the company?
So on what basis?
Who were the owners of the company?
On what basis?
Who were the owners of the company?
Who were the owners of the company? They were not Ghanaians. What are you talking about?
They were not what?
They were not Ghanaians.
PDS? Are you serious? I'm surprised you are saying this. I'm surprised you sit on radio and talk like this, that PDS didn't have a family and friends business.
Okay, Mama, you move on.
Utie Oha Echi Punk no. Needs FM.